Boom! At the open, all-time high for the S&P 500.
It's your boy Jimmy.
Now, what's worth doing is worth doing for money.
Straight from y'all street to Wall Street.
Anybody tells you money's the root of all evil, doesn't make up happen.
Dudes wake up, hope their girl turned on so they can get a little bit. Only woman in the morning, I wanna turn on this. Becky quick. While the average man looking at it's sad like she fine as I'm over here looking at tails and whips like 5-6. I left the mayhem for the market. Now I don't want a dope spot, I want to stop it. I know that booty got dry, triggered my stop losses, but I ain't got time for your wop. My V-wops crossing. Rich with hot V's and pushing hot keys. Strategy and plans to make grand. Still in my wife beater. Batman pajamas outside and about 5 hot picks for the day. Cause I like the way the Dow bounce. 4 hot dips on call, so I got options. 2 with a lot of volume, 1 with a double bottle. Now I know dumb money don't understand. Am I talking about my trade or just thinking with my MACD? You see, we different in the way we move. You move with kittens and your dog, I move with bears and bulls. I got a green thumb, grow with the marijuana. Waking up with the fun, some commas. Jump out of bed, big profits. Eat my bacon and eggs, big profits. Light up watching them candles, profits. While I'm still in my sand, making profits. They used to watch me move them packs and stop. Now I watch moves in the NASDAQ. Profits. Used to run from the ATF and them cops. Now I run down ETL, make profits. I jump out of bed, make profits. Eat my bacon and eggs, make profits. Light up watching them candles, profits. While I'm still in my sand, making profits. See, me and Jim Cramer been talking mad money. Said today I'm taking a risk. They got the feds coming, but I got support here with me. I call a short squeeze. You get the drop, she pull the trigger and abort these. If she stay on my watch list, I might have to wife her. But I know better. I'm a true trading group lifer. Call up the Wolf of Weed Street. It's time to flip some profits. Go ahead, be hawking. Get your spot here. I'll double top that in the head and shoulders. Hit him up with this resistance. Watch him roll over. Cause I see John Wicks in contract. If I say I make $1 million a day, well, that's a large cap. You moving average, that's why you get crossed. Get split, get delisted, and knocked off. and I'm setting the whole block off. I'm buying GameStop and selling them roadblocks off. Jump out of bed, make profits. Eat my bacon and eggs, make profits. Light up watching them games, make profits. While I'm still in my sand, making profits. They used to watch me move them packs. Now I watch moves in the NASDAQ. Used to run from the ATL and them cops. Now I run down ETL. Hey, my family. Hey, go, what we doing, my man? Hey, make profits. Hey, Shug, Mike, what we doing? Hey, make profits. Yo, Wolf, Professor, what we doing? Hey, make profits. That TTG money gang, making profits. We some snipers.
Hey, yo, what's up, everybody? What's going on, folks? Welcome to the True Trading Group live stream. Hope you all had a fantastic weekend, but are ready to get down to business, ready to make some money, because this is going to be one of the craziest weeks of the entire year. Good evening. My name is Michael Edward, former award-winning hedge fund trader, now the current head trader at True Trading Group. And for those of you that do not know, True Trading Group is the fastest growing and highest rated online premium educational platform available today. And if you are ready to learn, trade, and profit for real, you've come to not only the right place, but folks, you have come to the place. Welcome to the True Trading Group live stream. 6 nights a week, Sunday through Friday, we go live for free right here on this YouTube channel, where myself and other TTG Pro Trader mods and special guests will drop golden nuggets of education that can help you guys become better traders and investors and more profitable immediately. Take a moment, smash that like button, subscribe to the channel. Make sure to share this stream on your own social media. Let's reach out, let's educate, let's empower as many retail traders as we possibly can. But why should you listen to anything that I have to say on these live streams? Guys, I've been doing this now professionally for around 17 years. And I learned to trade while working at a hedge fund in New York City in 2007 and in 2008. Within the first year of being at that fund, the worst global financial crisis and stock market crash that many of you that are alive today have ever seen in your entire lives. And instead of folding, instead of rolling over, as most people did during that time, I thrived. Going on and trading millions of dollars at the fund and becoming one of the youngest traders to receive the Trader of the Year award. But today, I'm now the head trader at True Trading Group, and together with my team of 9 other professional trading moderators and an over 20-person staff at True Trading Group, we have helped thousands of traders from all over the world, from all walks of life, from all experience levels, to learn to trade and profit consistently. True Trading Group is now the fastest growing and highest rated premium online education platform that combines university level investing and trading curriculum and courses with premium stock market tools, workshops, and mentorship on stocks, options, futures, crypto, for all styles of trading. We do day trading, we do swing trading, we also do long-term investing. And at TTG, we take that university level curriculum and we combine it with today's top financial tools that are worth over $5,000 a year on their own. We give you access to over 10,000 TTG members, the most educated, supportive, and helpful, successful community of traders and investors that you are going to ever come across. And of course, you get access to all of the real-time trade alerts from myself and the 9 other professional trading moderators at True Trading Group that have been able to maintain a cumulative win rate of just around 80% now, going on the last 2 years. Folks, we're a family at True Trading Group. We leave no trader behind. Again, if you are new to TTG's YouTube channel, make sure that you subscribe to the channel, smash that like button, and share this stream on your own social media. Like I said, folks, let's reach out, let's educate, and let's empower as many people as we possibly can. So for those of you that are new and that are just joining us, welcome. I need you all to give me your full attention right here, right now, because the next 2 weeks are going to be massive, and it all starts tomorrow. I am not exaggerating when I say that the direction this stock market will go for the entire rest of 2022 will be decided upon in the next couple of weeks, and that all starts tomorrow. Tomorrow kicks off the biggest week of earnings at a crucial time in the stock market. Amazon, Alphabet, Microsoft, Apple, Meta, and a lot more. They all have earnings this week. This is going to be not just the most important earnings season of the year. This is going to be the most important earnings week, in my opinion, of the last decade, because of everything else that is going on in the environment here now today. Then after that earnings, you're going to have the next Fed meeting. That's going to start on November 1st, and the rate hike decision and the FOMC press conference will be held on November 2nd. Then after that, what comes next? Inflation data for the month of October. I need you all to listen up. I need you to listen to me very carefully. I have been screaming from the rooftops all month, hell, all year. Volatility equals opportunity. I've stated and I stand by the fact that this is the absolute best and most opportunistic market environment that I've ever seen. I've been doing this for a very long time. I've also said that this is not a normal stock market environment and that this will not last. So the time to take advantage of the volatility is right now. Did you guys know that in 2022, you've had more greater than 2% moves in one day on the S&P 500 than you have ever had in any other year in history? That is an unprecedented market environment, and that leaves traders like you and I with tremendous opportunities, and we can take our pick of the litter basically on a daily basis. This is what I'm talking about day after day, night after night on all of these live streams. Let me tell you something. I say it all the time. TTG is not just myself, right? We have 9 other professional trading moderators that are in chat with you daily from before the market even opens. We open up the chat room at 7:30 a.m. Eastern, and then we stay open all the way through into the close. And myself and the other professional traders are there with you every single day, all day long, helping you to learn, trade, and profit. And every mod, including myself, alerts all of their entries and all of their exits in real time while sharing their screen and talking to you on the microphone, just like I'm talking to you now. I want to tell you about some of the trades in October. Some of the trades that not just myself, but the other moderators have been able to make so far in the month of October. Jason Spadafora, the Wolf, Carnival Cruise call options, swing trade, entered on September 30th, exited on October 18th. Solid 33% gain with very little risk. Myself, Netflix, swing trade, call options, 120% gain. Entered on October 13th, exited on October 17th. Silvergate, SI, day trade, put options, about 130% on Tuesday, October 18th. Then, most recently, SPY call options, 56% gain. Entered on October 21st. Yes, I'm still long a piece of that position. If you guys caught my live stream on Friday, I was live with you while the markets were open. I told everybody very clearly that I was in those call options and that I was holding some of those call options over the weekend. So far, looks to be the right decision. Futures gapping up about 0.6%. So we're getting a little bit more upside here. We'll see if that holds going into tomorrow. We'll talk about that and what I think the market's going to do tomorrow, what I think the market's going to do for the rest of this week. We'll talk about that a little bit later on in this live stream. But that was good for 56% gain on call options on Friday, and we were still holding a piece of that position, looking for a little bit more. Then you have Chris Toner. Guy's been trading options for over 20 years. American Airlines, put option, swing trade, entered on October 12th, exited on October 13th for a 50% gain, and then held on to a piece for a final take profit on October 19th for a 92% gain. Momin El Sadi entered SPY swing trade option, Iron Condor. Momin is one of our advanced option traders for people that like iron condors and credit spreads and butterflies and the such. Entered it on October 17th, exited on the 20th for a profit of 81%. Jessica Woodard, okay, loves day trading those mid caps. Entered Roblox, exited on the 12th, exited the same day for just under a 7% gain on the stock itself. That's not an option. Jay Downing, one of our professional swing traders, okay, IMUX for a 12% gain. And then JD adding a bunch of stocks in his long-term portfolio just the other day when the markets were trading to the downside on the back of the CPI data. I just showed you examples of swing trades, day trades, long-term investment portfolio, equities trades, option trades. There is something for everybody at True Trading Group, and we cover it all. In fact, hey, Joe, do me a favor, Joe. Can you post up the syllabus in chat, please? Just so people that are not members, they get a better idea of what they're going to actually learn when they join the TTG community. Guys, we're going to post a link right now in chat. You can click on that link. You'll get a whole list of all of the courses and everything that you're going to learn and everything that we teach you guys when you do join the TTG community. Now, tonight's live stream is all about getting you ready for the week ahead, and that starts right here, right now. Tonight's live stream is going to go down as follows, folks. We're going to start things off with an open floor Q&A session. I'm going to allow for some time for people to log on. Let you guys ask me whatever is on your mind, whatever you think you need help with, whatever you are unsure about. We're going to answer those questions for you here right now live. Then I will give you my entire outlook and my game plan for the most crucial earnings week that I think that we have had in the entire last decade. This is going to be a week and an earnings week that will move the market. So you've been following my live streams for the last couple of weeks. You know that I've come on here on very select few occasions, and I've told you when there are major catalysts about to happen that are going to move the markets in a major way. And so far, every catalyst that we have said, hey, this is going to be a major market moving event. Pay attention. The markets have had just absolute massive moves. And you just had a massive move on Friday coming off of, yields pulling back. And we're going to talk about exactly, why we're in the SPY call position, what I think happens for the rest of the week, and what I think happens with earnings. And then what does it all mean for the rest of the year? Are we due for a bear market rally that just takes us right into the end of the year? Or is it going to be very short-lived, and then you're going to get another rug pull? The market's going to move further to the downside. We're going to talk about all of that. We're going to answer all those questions right here on this live stream. Now, for those that are not TTG members, or if you are new to this live stream, if you are in for a treat tonight, because you're about to get some golden nuggets of education rained down upon you from the absolute best premium trading education platform and community that exists today. Hearing me say that, I know what you're thinking. You're probably thinking, of course, you're going to say that. You're the best course. Of course, you're going to say you're the best course. You'll say you're different, but what makes TTG the best, right? Well, what makes TTG different? What makes us the best? I'm really glad that you asked, because our members and their success makes us the best. And us as a company focusing on their success and not how much money that they pay us makes us different than all the rest. Plain and simple, at True Trading Group, our members are making money. They're becoming better traders and investors. And if you don't believe me, I want you to watch this and pay attention very closely. TTG members and members only, I'm talking to you. Are you making money? Are you becoming better traders this year because of the TTG platform? I want you to type the $ in chat right now. Now, anybody that is not a member of True Trading Group, watch the screen. These $ you're about to come through flying across your screen. These are not bots, okay? These are real people, each and every single one of them. My question was very, very direct. Are you making money? Are you becoming better traders this year because of True Trading Group? And as you can see right here, the answer is undoubtedly yes. Before I begin, I highly suggest that you take a minute, get something that you can take some notes on, because I'm going to give you guys golden nuggets and free lessons and analysis that will help you become better traders. So go ahead, get yourself something to write on, whether you're old school like me and you like good old fashioned pen and paper, or if you're going to go get your iPad or whatever it is that you take notes, go ahead and do that right now. This live stream is going to be very important, and the information and the lessons that I'm about to give you for free are something that you need to pay attention to. If you have a friend that's interested in the stock market, perfect, great. Send this live stream to them right now. Trust me, they will thank you later. You can tell them that they owe you a nice fancy dinner when it's all said and done. So take a minute or two, go get something to take some notes on. While you do that, I want to welcome our newest member of the family, and his name is Andrew. Andrew, welcome to the True Trading Group family. Everybody give Andrew a big warm welcome. He's now the newest member of your family. Everybody welcome Andrew. I didn't even say anything yet, but guys, listen, everyone here that's on the live stream right now, if you are not a member of True Trading Group, listen to me very carefully, because the 1-year membership to TTG, it's normally $2,212. But from now until tonight at midnight, this is going to be your guys' last chance to get the 49% discount, which is the price of only $1,127. And the next 14 people that sign up for a teaching membership by tonight at midnight, you will receive a free laptop. Yes, we will cover the shipping. Yes, we ship globally. Live on planet Earth. Excellent. We're going to get you that free laptop. These will be the last laptops that we are going to have for a while. We've tried to get more over the weekend. We have been unable to do so. So listen to me very carefully. Simply open up a new web browser. Right now, go to ttgoffer.com. Manually enter the code TTG121, click apply code. The price is going to change from $22.12. It'll flash green. It'll drop to just $11.27. If you're one of the next 14 people, you will see a laptop on the checkout page. You do not need to enter your address at the checkout cart. After you sign up, a welcome email is sent to you with instructions on how to claim a brand new Asus, HP, Acer, Dell, or Lenovo laptop. Then you simply just enter the rest of your info and check out. If you run into any error message or you need help or you just have any questions about the membership at all, send a text message to 786-505-4049. Again, if you have any questions, 786-505-4049. Text us right now. Don't be shy. We're an open book. If you are a previous member and you're looking to come home, or you are a past trial that's looking to sign up, you must text your email address to 786-505-4049 so we can whitelist your email address. We can whitelist your account so that this coupon code works for you. Guys, you have to understand, TTG is the Netflix of training communities. We're 5-star rated on Trustpilot with over 1,770 reviews. You pay one price. You get access to the core of everything that we have to offer for the entire year. There's no upsells for courses or tools ever. With your TTG membership, you guys are going to be getting a professional 18-course curriculum, Benzinga Pro's real-time news feed and Squawk feature, Quote Media's full book level 2, TradingView Pro Plus charting software, eTNA's simulator, the Trade Ideas scanner, which is the industry standard scanner, our own proprietary scanner that's got the functionality of FinViz Elite and lets you create your own custom scans, access to our chat room where the mods and I share our screen. We trade with you live all day. We don't just disappear after 2 hours. You get all of our trade alerts. We're in the trenches with you all day, every day, sporting a cumulative win rate of just around 80%. We do daily live workshops. As an annual member, you're going to get 2 small private study group sessions with one of our pro traders to ask questions and really help speed up that learning curve. We also give away hundreds of thousands of dollars worth of cash and prizes to our members. And tonight, we're actually going to be doing a small cash giveaway where 6 TTG members are going to get $500 each. Yes, 6 TTG members tonight right here on this live stream are going to be getting $500 each. Why do we do it? Because it's a hell of a lot of fun. I like doing it. They like doing it. And that's what we're going to do here on this live stream. So the next 14 people that sign up to TTG before midnight, you're going to save 49%. You can get yourself a free laptop. Yes, we do cover the shipping. We ship anywhere in the world. So simply open a new web browser, go to ttgoffer.com right now, manually enter the code TTG121, click apply code. The price will drop to $11.27. If you're one of the next 14 people, you'll see a laptop on your checkout page. You do not need to enter your address. Like I said, you'll get a welcome email with instructions how to claim the laptop after you guys subscribe to True Trading Group. All right. If you have any questions, send a text to 786-505-4049. That phone number is right down there at the bottom of your screen. And one last thing before we move on. Anybody that signs up tonight before midnight, you also get our double your money back guarantee. I'm dead serious. I didn't stutter. Your internet connection is just fine. We offer a double your money back guarantee. It's very simple. Here's the deal. You have 12 months. You don't have to do this all in 30 days. You have 12 months. Complete our courses, pass our quizzes, attend one free private study group, okay? One of our small private study groups. And in 1 year, if you have not made back the cost of your membership at least one time, we will give you back a full refund plus an additional $1,127. That's going to be a total $2,254 refunded to you. That is a 100% return on your investment when you sign up to True Trading Group before midnight tonight. That is how much I stand behind this platform and this platform's ability to help you guys reach your goals. This is the last chance for the 1127 price point, as our little Black Friday sale that we will be right around $1,200. This is going to be the cheapest that you're going to get a TTG membership for, and then you can buy with confidence that if we do lower the price for Black Friday, which we will not, but if you want to buy with confidence, we will refund you the difference. That's our little price match guarantee here this evening as well. That's how sure we are that it will not be less than $11.27 than it is here tonight. In fact, at midnight tonight, the price is going to move up to $11.50. Save yourself the extra couple $100. We got to welcome Claire. Claire's the newest member of the group, guys. That means we're now down to just 13 of these laptops. These laptops are not going to last. Once we get down to 10, they're going to fly. I would not wait. Everybody welcome Claire. She's the newest member of the TTG group. Everybody welcome Claire. Again, simply open a web browser, guys. Go to ttgoffer.com. Manually enter the code TTG121, click apply code. The price will drop to $11.27. If you are one of the next 13 people that to do so, you will see a laptop on the checkout page. We'll send you a brand new Asus, Acer, HP, Dell, or Lenovo laptop. We cover the shipping. We ship anywhere in the world. And again, if you have any questions, text us 786-505-4049. All right. Now, I need you all to listen up, listen good. We're about to start that Q&A session in a minute from now. You're going to have myself, a pro trader with about 17 years of trading experience, right in front of you, telling you to literally start asking any and all questions with regard to the markets and with trading. Please understand this. There are no such thing as stupid questions. The only thing that is stupid is not asking the question that you have. I too had a day one in my trading career, and I would not have made it to day 2, 3, 4, 5, etc. if I did not put myself out there and if I did not ask questions that I thought may have been stupid. So without any further ado, I want you to begin typing your questions in chat right now, and let's go ahead and start that Q&A. All right, folks, fire away. Throw these questions at me. Whatever's on your mind, I want to know it. I want to hear about it. What's my criteria for jumping into an option trade, long or short? It's a great question, but it's not as simple of just a real quick answer, because it completely depends on what I'm looking for. Am I looking for a day trade? Am I looking for a swing trade? It depends on the setup. I mean, there's so many different types of trades that, to answer that question very plainly, would not be a fair answer, I don't think. I will say this, when I'm getting myself into trades, whether it's long or short, when I'm getting myself into trades, I look for two different things very specifically. I look for technical analysis to give me a grade A setup. And I look for that technical analysis to line up with a fundamental catalyst. When it comes to trading, the things that you have to think about, a lot of people think that trading is just about predicting the future. It's not about predicting the future. It's about identifying high probability setups where you have a 70 to 75% likelihood of the stock moving in one direction versus the other. And you put yourself on the right side of that probability over and over again. And the instances where you're going to find the highest level of that probability is when a technical setup, meaning what you see on the chart, lines up with and coincides with a fundamental catalyst. So let's say if a company just came out with earnings and they were really bad earnings and the stock's trading to the downside, and then all of a sudden you have this technical setup that also is a resistance level and the stock gapped underneath this support level. So now you're looking for that support level to become resistance. There's weakness because of the fundamental catalyst of earnings. So when that stock pushes back to that resistance level, I'm going to short it. And then we look for that stock to move to the downside. Now, depending on if I'm looking at a day trade or a swing trade, there's other factors that will go into that. And what strike price am I looking at? What expiration date am I looking at? These are all things that you'll learn as a member of True Trading Group, especially when you're trying to learn how to trade options. We have a lot of courses and education around options. We have workshops on options. We have moderators that specialize and specifically teach options. So if you are a beginner and you've never traded options before a day in your life and you're just looking to understand basic calls and puts, we got you covered with beginner options. But then if you're a more advanced options trader and you're looking for multi-leg like spreads and condors and butterflies, straddles and strangles, etc., we've also got you covered there with our advanced options courses. So a lot of different things there. I know that might be a lot to kind of digest there, Christopher, but this is all stuff that you're going to learn as a member of True Trading Group. I'll teach you how to identify the technical setups, and then I'll teach you how to understand the fundamental setups that you guys can start identifying high probability setups on your own, not just relying on moderators to find them for you, because we teach you how to fish. We teach you how to stand on your own 2 feet inside of True Trading Group. And I promise, brother, you'll learn how to do all that stuff as a member. Do you think we'll get another opportunity to add to long-term portfolio? Asks Diane Langston. The answer is absolutely, undoubtedly yes. But what's wrong with adding to your long-term portfolio now? I mean, literally just a week and a half ago, the market was at a fresh new low for the year. It's not like, I mean, if you were to go back in time just to the middle, if you were to go back 1 month ago, the markets were higher than where they are right now, just literally 1 month ago. So, if you didn't add to your long-term portfolios at all yet, I mean, we have. I added to my long-term portfolio. I added a little bit when the SPY was at 3,800, and then I added a lot more when the SPY was at 3,600. And 3,600, the only time we broke below 3,600 was when you got your CPI print from 2 weeks ago, and then you had the big gap down, and that didn't last very long. And you immediately, within hours, you were back above 3,600. So, we were able to kind of get a good chunk of change in there around that 3,600 level. When we added in the long-term portfolio, I still have cash on the sideline that I'm still waiting to deploy. But we did get a good chunk in there around 3,600. And the answer is yes, I do believe you'll have, more chances to add in your long-term portfolio. But if you haven't done anything, there's nothing wrong with where the markets currently sit. Will the stock market crash this week, asks Benny Vegas. Benny Vegas, I'll answer that question for you later in this live stream when I give you my outlook and I go over all of the options and what I expect is going to happen here this week. But I will tell you this, I bought call options on Friday. I took the bulk of my position off the table for a 56% gain. We did talk about that on Friday. I was live with you while the markets were open. We were trading live on Friday, my live stream on Friday, and we talked about that. But I still am holding on to a piece of that position. It's not a very large piece. I did take the bulk of my position off the table on Friday for 56% gain. But we are going to be looking for seeing if we can get a little bit more upside here come tomorrow. How many hours is your training? I say the training is probably just the courses alone. Just the courses is over 30 hours, well over 30 hours in just courses. But we have about 400 hours in live workshops and webinars that we've conducted. So it's, over 30 plus hours for courses. And then it's over 400 hours of workshops and webinars. And they're all categorized by topic, by interest. They're all categorized. All organized for you guys so you can flow through it real simply and real easily. You say I'm going to short it. Can you show how to enter a short position on a stock? I mean, Paul, it's just an order. It's no different than if you were going to buy a stock. You would short a stock the exact same way that you would buy a stock. It's just a different order type within your brokerage platform. So instead of like literally when you go through and you're trying to select what order you want to enter on your brokerage platform, Paul, instead of I don't know what, depending on what your platform you're using, it'll use different words. It might say long, it might say buy, but others would say short, others would say sell short. It's just a different type of an order. So when you're buying a stock, you're literally just purchasing shares. When you're shorting a stock, you're borrowing shares from your broker that you do not own, and then you are selling them into the market. Now you're short. All right. So you're going to sell shares at, let's say, $100, but you didn't own shares to sell in the first place. So you borrowed them from your broker. You sold them short at 100. And now the thought is that now the stock, if it goes down to 95, you can buy the shares back at 95 and then return them back to your broker. And you can make the $5 spread from when you sold them at 100 and you bought them back at 95 because you borrowed them from your broker. So you got to return them, right? That's selling short. You guys are doing a great job asking some awesome questions. You guys are doing some great job here, also asking some great questions. Keep firing away, guys. We got to welcome Greg. Greg, welcome to the family, brother. Guys, we got to welcome Greg. Greg is the newest member of the TTG family. Everybody welcome Greg. Guys, remember, open up a web browser, go to ttgoffer.com. As long as you see a laptop, that means you're one of the 12 people that's going to be getting one. You just enter the coupon code TTG121, click apply code. The price will drop from $22.12 all the way down to just 11.27. And I'm backing it up with a double your money back guarantee. Remember, I don't think you need the double your money back guarantee, considering we've only had to give a refund to 2.6% of our users since 2016. We also have a retention rate of 78%. That's how many people are renewing their membership once their annual membership comes due. And we're 5-star rated on Trustpilot with 1,770 reviews. So based on that, folks, like I said, I don't think you're going to need that double your money back guarantee, but it's there to protect you, right? You can make back 11.27 at least once after going through our courses, our quizzes, and attending a study group. I'll give you back $2,254. That's the deal. That's the offer. That's the agreement when you guys join the TTG family. Let's see. Michael Edward, you and TTG are making us better traders by education and by example. Thank you. We want to trade with the success that you enjoy. Can you walk us through your last Friday's trade on AMPX? Sure. That's interesting. We made a little bit of, I made 2 trades on Friday. AMPX was a small win. AMPX was a small win. And then we had the SPY trade, which was the big one. So here is what we're looking at here on AMPX. Let me pull back to where we actually entered this trade. And here's my analysis on AMPX. So AMPX had, okay, resistance level, initial morning high, right? Here's your initial morning high right there. That's $10.30. Okay. So this is $10.30. All right, there's that resistance level. That's your initial morning high. We broke through the initial morning high. At the time you broke through it, right? See, at the time you broke through it, I want you to notice how the volume was the heaviest volume that you had seen all day, right? So heaviest volume of the day on that break through the initial morning high. Now, one thing that you'll learn as a member of True Trading Group, not only is to how to identify the initial morning high, but also when you break through the high of the day, the heavier the volume. When you break through the high, the greater the chance that previous high becomes support. So I waited for a quick pullback there. I waited for us to, kind of stabilize. These are 3-minute candles, by the way. This is a 3-minute chart. So every candle represents 3 minutes of price action. And I put my order down there at $10.75. And right there on that tail that you guys can see right back into the 10.75 area, I got my fill, and my stop loss was right underneath that previous high of the day, right? Because I'll make it red so you guys can see my stop loss, right? So there's the initial morning high, this white line. We broke through it, heaviest volume of the day. So the chances of that previous high becoming support increases. So I buy on the pullback into it. My stop loss is underneath it. And then we're able to take advantage of and capitalize on a nice move, there to the upside. And you guys can see here, we start peeling profits off the table once you break up there over $12 a share. It was not a monster trade. I held on to a piece just in case to see if we were going to be able to get a little bit more, if we were going to get a little bit more upside. We did not get the really big follow through. And then we got flat the last piece of the position right in here. And we took profits off there and here. So there's the entry. This square is the entry. And then there's your take profits. And there's your final take profit. Okay. So like I said, not a monster trade, that AMPX, but a nice little profitable trade for us on Friday. The big one was the SPY call options. The SPY call options was where we made 56%. And our entry was right here. There was our entry on call options. A little bit higher. Our entry was right there on call options on Friday. And you guys can see we got and capitalized on an absolute massive rip your face rally going into the close. It was an absolute home run trade for us. And like I said, we are still long a piece of this position as the futures are up over 0.5%, trading higher right now. So if this stands and this holds, we'll be pulling out some more profit. We'll be pulling out some more profit tomorrow morning once we do get that gap up, if this gap up holds. We have 12 and a half hours before the markets open. A lot can happen between now and then. European markets, Asian markets, a lot can happen during that time period. So we'll see if this gap up holds. But if it does, we're going to be in really good shape to take more profits off the table tomorrow morning. Guys, remember, if you have any questions about the membership, send a text to 786-505-4049. Again, 786-505-4049. What do you think about oil and gas stocks right now? Chicago Finest, man, that's a tough question because these stocks are already pretty high. You know, we own these stocks. We've owned them all year. So in True Trading Group, one thing that you get every year, I publish a report on what my top sector pick is for the year. And on January 2nd, I published a 16-page report for my members that labeled the energy sector as my number one pick for the year. And I gave people a list of companies that I felt that were going to be in a really good position to outperform the markets this year. It was Chevron, Exxon, Occidental, Devon, Pioneer, ConocoPhillips, and these are, you know, the stocks that we still own in True Trading Group in our long-term portfolios. I did take a bunch of profit here. I just have a chart of Chevron up right now. We took a bunch of profit off the table here when oil went absolutely bonkers crazy there in March, but we're still holding on to some of that position. And you guys can see these stocks are right up at some of these are all-time highs. Chevron is just under all-time highs. ExxonMobil is at an all-time high. Occidental is trading right near its 52-week high. You know, ConocoPhillips, that's another one that's up at all-time highs. I mean, these are just massive moves that these stocks have made. And, you know, to be getting into them now, I really do feel like you're kind of chasing these stocks. I'll go to the XLE, which is the ETF that tracks the energy stocks, just so you guys can see just the ETF. But I mean, I feel like you're really kind of chasing these stocks. I think that they can move higher, especially with earnings. I think these companies are going to blow out earnings, but I don't intend on selling these stocks probably until next year. I want to collect, you know, this solid dividend that we have on these names. I might even end up holding these for years to come because I don't believe you're going to see oil go back to $40 a barrel like it was. I think oil stabilizes in the 70s to 90s, and I think it finds like a 20-point trading range where it trades between 70 and 90 for the foreseeable future. You know, maybe the lowest it gets is maybe into the 60s or 70s. I don't think it goes back to 40. And, you know, these oil companies, the higher the price of oil, the more money that they're going to make, the higher their profit margins are. Their costs remain pretty steady to get the oil out of the ground or to refine it, whatever. But as long as, the price of oil stays higher, that's more profit for these companies. I expect record-breaking profits for these companies when they report. They probably move higher on the back of that. But, you know, I feel like you're really starting to chase these stocks. I think you'll be better off waiting for pullbacks to try to enter these stocks rather than looking to buy them up at brand new, you know, fresh 52-week or fresh all-time highs, depending on what stock it is that you're talking about. I've owned them for a while, and I own them from far cheaper prices than they are now. So just morally, you know, to tell somebody, yeah, hey, buy them now, I think you're better off waiting for pullbacks and then collect that dividend and then reinvest the dividend, get shares for free. You guys are asking some great questions here tonight. Keep it up. I really love these. I really love when you guys ask some really solid questions. I think it's really helpful for a lot of people that are on here. River, a pro one. Man, you have to see him teach us daily. Oh my God, the courses and classes we get from him, as well as trading with him every day. I'm able to understand it and get it. Saved me money. Yeah, I didn't see River a pro one. I didn't see their comment, but this is a response from Memphis Street Doc, who is a TTG member. Don't be shy, guys. Type those questions. Are you excited about next year's report for highest performing sectors, or is it rough out there in prediction land? Well, I don't really understand your question. But yeah, I mean, I'm going to be putting out a report at the end of this year on the sectors that I think are going to be the best performing sectors for next year. Yeah. I have a very specific game plan on what I think happens next year. My game plan this year was absolutely spot on. I told everybody at the end of 2021 that I was selling in my long-term portfolio because I thought we're going to have a crash this year. And I told everybody, do not buy the dip, do not buy the dip, do not buy the dip, because everybody was so trained to buy the dip in 2021, and people that didn't know what they were doing, people that opened up, a Robinhood account and started trading a year ago told me that I didn't know what I was talking about when I said, don't buy the dip. And then both people got ran over this year. And the markets kept going lower. And, we've been pretty spot on with our analysis in the overall markets here this year. We've added back to our portfolio at 3,600 was a chunk. Like I said, a little bit was at 3,800. I still do have some cash on the sideline though, and our analysis so far has been spot on. And my number one sector pick this year was the energy sector. You can go back and watch the live stream from January 2nd when I announced the energy sector. But then TTG members, they got the full report with all the detailed stocks and everything that I was telling them that I thought were going to be good buys for the year, and stocks that I was buying myself. So I'm excited to issue another report at the end of this year, going into the beginning of next year, on exactly what I think the market's going to do and exactly what sectors I think are going to be the best ones and what sectors I think you should stay away from. But that's going to be for members only. That's not something I'm going to share with you guys in detail on YouTube. I'm not going to publish that report on YouTube. I've heard that after midterms, the following year always has an up market. Thoughts? No, not necessarily. That's not necessarily true. Typically, midterm elections are seen as a bullish catalyst for the markets. But it also is coinciding with like seasonal strength in the overall market. Like that November, December timeframe historically is one of the best performing times of the year. Going into the end of the year, it's, not every year though. I mean, like 2018, the markets crashed in December. 2008, the markets crashed at the end of the year. And there's been years where you've had midterm elections and the following year where the markets, went down first. I don't think that that's a good investing strategy just to say, midterms, so just invest after that. And that the markets have to go up just because of midterm elections. That's not necessarily the case. If you're planning to short a stock you already holding in your long-term portfolio, why not just sell from your long-term portfolio? Oh, Daryl, that's a horrible idea. No, I would never actually recommend doing that. I would never recommend doing that. So you don't want to be trading your long-term portfolio, Daryl. You don't. When you're going to invest in a company, invest in the company, invest in the stock, and hold it. If you're going to try to trade your long-term portfolio like that, you're doomed. It's a horrible idea. It's not something I do myself. It's not something I would ever recommend that anybody else does. I have two completely separate things. I have my trading account, which is my Lightspeed account, and I have my long-term portfolios, which is with JP Morgan's wealth management division, and I also have some money with Fidelity. I've shorted plenty of stocks that I own in my long-term portfolio. I own AMD, I own NVIDIA, I own Tesla. I've shorted all three of those stocks over the last month. So, just because I own them in my long-term portfolio, you don't want to get into the habit of selling them and buying them back. Not only because of tax implications, but also you don't want to try to time your long-term portfolio like that. I can say, I think Tesla is going to drop from, 220 to 200, and I'm going to short it in my Lightspeed account, but that doesn't mean I'm going to sell it in my long-term portfolio and then try to buy it back at 200 and try to time it that perfectly. You're going to end up really hurting yourself in the long run if you try doing that. I'm telling you that right now. Do you still expect a Christmas rally? I do. So in the middle of August, I did a couple live streams where the title was, I think it was like the 15th, 16th, 17th of August, where it was like buyer beware, that I was expecting the market to really sell off in the month of September. And that was correct. If you guys literally go back and watch my live streams from these dates right there, it was buyer beware. I think we're going to get a sell-off there in September. And that was because a lot of people were asking me at that time, like, did I miss the bottom? Did I miss the bottom? And like, should I be buying in my long-term portfolio up here? And I was like, no. It's like, no. Markets are going to pull back in September. It's exactly what had happened. But I'd also told you that after that pullback happens, I think the market stabilized in October. And I think you can get a Santa Claus rally going into the end of the year. Santa Claus rallies are going to happen from like November, December. And it's just a seasonal time of year where markets are strong. And if you look back in history, throughout all of the months that the S&P has ever been around, all of the months that you've ever had, what you have seen is September is the weakest month of the entire year. If you go back to 1928, I believe, is when the S&P 500 was first created. And you look at every single month of September from every single year up until now, the month of September is the worst month of all 12 months. And if you look at November, December, that time period is one of the best times of all 12 months in the year. And that's just historically. I think that you are in a position going into the end of the year where I think that you could experience that Santa Claus rally. And I think that Santa Claus rally will come from finally seeing an actual meaningful crack in inflation and maybe a bit of a pause from the Federal Reserve, where the Federal Reserve is going to maybe after the December rate hike, after the December Fed meeting, they might tell you that we are going to pause. And if they tell you that we're going to pause, meaning they're not going to raise rates in January, they might pause after they get to their December rate hike. That will be a catalyst for the markets to rally. All right. Now, we don't know if they're going to pause yet, but I just think that inflation will come down meaningfully November, December. And I think that would be enough for the Fed to say, okay, yes, this is good. Inflation's starting to come down. They're going to, get to the Fed funds target rate. Then they maybe slow down a little bit, or that very, very hawkish tone that the Fed has right now, and they've had for the last 2 months, that hawkish tone starts to subside a little bit. You've already seen a couple of Fed members start talking a little bit more dovish, or maybe less hawkish is probably the way that I really should describe that, where you've seen a couple of Fed members talking less hawkish. And I think the markets will finish the year higher than where they are right now. All right. If that changes, I will let you guys know. Obviously, if you get inflation data in November and December, that's just way worse than expected, then that would change things. And I'm going to adapt, and I'll change my thoughts, and I'll change my analysis, and I'll move my money in case if that does happen. But as it stands right now, I still do think that we can experience a Santa Claus rally. All right, guys, it is giveaway time. Like I told you, we are giving away $500 to 6 lucky TTG members. All right. All right, we are giving away $500 to 6 lucky TTG members. We're going to go ahead and we're going to spin this wheel. I hope you guys are all able to follow directions. I hope you guys are all able to follow directions. And who's it going to be? First winner up is going to be Yep. 1 second. That was not actually the spin. So hold on 1 second, guys. We'll spin in just a moment. All right, so 6 lucky TTG members are going to have a chance at $500 here. Eternal, congratulations. Eternal, congratulations. Eternal, you got to send an email. Follow the directions from the giveaway instructions. Next winner, Island Girl, congratulations. Island Girl, congratulations. A free $500. Next up, good luck, everybody. Good luck. Who's it going to be? QB. Very simple, simplistic. I like it. Short, to the point. Username QB. Congratulations. Next up, number 4. Flying highest. Congratulations. Flying highest. $500. Next up, JJ. More simple is better, I guess. JJ. Congratulations, JJ. And the last and final $500 winner is going to be, congratulations, everyone. Good luck. And Timmy Wicks. Timmy Wicks. Congratulations, Timmy Wicks. Timmy Wicks, congratulations. There you guys have it. That was a lot of fun. I love doing this stuff. Why do we do it? Because it's fun. Why not? We love giving back to our TTG fam. You guys are awesome. So there's $500 to 6 people. That's a total of $3,000 given away right here on this live stream. Congrats, congrats, congrats. What I want to do here real quick, guys, before we get into, we got a lot to go over still. We got to go over what my outlook is for the rest of the week. We got to talk about earnings, right? We'll go over kind of my analysis there from the SPY call options from Friday. If you guys call up the trade from Friday, that's good for 56% profit. We're still holding a piece. Trying to see if we can get a little bit more here tomorrow. But first, if you guys are not members of True Trading Group, do me a favor, type the letters TTG in chat right now. If you are not a member of the True Trading Group family, do me a favor, type the letters TTG. If you are not a member of True Trading Group, I would like to see how many people we have on here that are not members of True Trading Group. Go ahead, guys, type the letters TTG. Let's see who we've got with us this evening. About 1,400 people on the live. Let's see who we got. Jeremy, Craig Martin, Chris Weston, Chicago Finest, Faraj, Jeff. Just go ahead and type those letters TTG, folks. Hummus, QCK, Making Money, Spy Derman. Excellent. Lots of brand new faces here. Colleen, Narayan, Oscar, Joe. Beautiful. Bobby Steele. A lot of new faces here tonight, guys. Welcome all of our new people. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Guys, listen. All of you that are typing the letters TTG, understand this. The membership is normally $2,212. But from tonight until midnight, your last chance to save 49%, which brings the price down to $11.27. All right. The next 13 people that sign up for a membership, the next 12 people, forgot about Craig, the next 12 people that sign up for a TTG membership will receive a brand new free laptop. Yes, we cover the shipping. Yes, we ship globally. It's going to be the last laptops that we have here for a while. So if you guys want the 49% discount and give yourself a brand new free laptop you can trade with, use it for work, give it to your kid for school, sell it on eBay, earn a couple $100, doesn't matter. It's yours. It's free. We ship anywhere in the world. Open up a new web browser, go to ttgoffer.com, manually enter the code TTG121, click apply code. The price will go from $22.12 all the way down to $11.27. If you're one of the next 12 people, you'll see a laptop on the checkout page. You don't have to enter your address at checkout. You'll get a welcome email with instructions how to claim the free laptop. It's going to either be an Asus, HP, Dell, Lenovo, or Acer laptop. Simply just enter your info, guys. Check out. If you have any questions or you're getting an error message, send a text to 786-505-4049. If you're a previous member, a previous trial member, or a current trial member, you also send a text message to 786-505-4049. Bear with me for a moment, guys. I want to talk to you a little bit about the membership, and then we got to get into my outlook for the week and then the earnings outlook and what I'm going to do here with the rest of these call options. So we got to break into a lot of that here this evening. But first, you got to understand, True Trading Group is the Netflix of trading communities. We're 5-star rated on Trustpilot with over 1,770 reviews. You pay one price. You get access to the core of everything we have for the whole year. With your Teach the annual membership, you get professional 18-course curriculum, Benzinga Pro's real-time newsfeed, Quote Media's full book level 2, TradingView's Pro Plus charting software, ETNA's simulator, which lets you trade stocks and options with fake money, the Trade Ideas scanner, so you're always focused on the hottest stocks during the day, our own proprietary scanner that lets you create your own custom scans, access to the chat room where the mods and I share our screen all day with you. We're on the mic, calling out our trades, providing market commentary, sporting a cumulative win rate of around 80% now going on the last 2 years. We do daily live workshops with members. As an annual member, you're going to get up to 2 private study group sessions with one of our pro traders. You can ask questions and help speed up your learning curve. We do giveaways. Obviously, you saw here, we give away thousands of dollars to TTG members for fun. We gave away $500 to 6 members here this evening because we like doing it. And like I said, the next 12 people that can sign up to a membership, you're going to save 49%. You're going to get that free laptop. Yes, we cover shipping. Just go to ttgoffer.com, enter the code TTG121, click apply code, and the price drops to $11.27. Do not forget that also comes with our double your money back guarantee. It's very simple. You have 12 months. Go at your own pace. Go at your own schedule. Complete our courses, pass our quizzes, attend the study group. If you do those 3 things and are unable to make your membership fee back at least once during your membership, we will give you back $2,254. That is the deal. That is how much I stand behind this platform that we have created. That's how much I believe that with a little bit of effort from yourself, that you guys can reach your goals. And I'm willing to back it up with a double your money back guarantee. This is the last chance for that $11.27 price point. Our Black Friday sale is going to be right around $1,200. So this is the cheapest you're going to get a membership to True Trading Group, and you guys can buy with confidence, knowing that if we do lower our price, which we're not, but if we do, we'll refund you the difference, and that's how sure we are that the price is not going to be lower than it is the $11.27 price point, right? In fact, after midnight tonight, the price is going to be $11.50, and we're going to walk it up to $1,200, and that'll be our Black Friday sale, and then we'll move back towards that $22.12 price point after that. We have to welcome Inga. Inga, welcome to the TTG family. Everybody welcome Inga, the newest member of the group. That means we are down to now just 11 of these laptops. These are not going to last, guys. Do not wait. Everybody welcome Inga, the newest member of our group. Guys, just simply go to ttgoffer.com, manually enter that code, TTG121, and click apply code. The price will drop to $11.27. If you're one of the next 11 people to do so, you will see a laptop on the checkout page. Brand new free laptop. We cover the shipping. We ship anywhere in the world. If you have any questions, send a text to 786-505-4049. That phone number is right there at the bottom of your screen. All right, folks. All right, guys. It is now time to get into my stock market outlook and my trading plan for this week. This is going to be a crazy week, you know. And before I get into this, I got to take a sip of water because this is going to be a lot. It's going to be a big week. I think this is the most important earnings week of the last decade, honestly. Ruben says, if we do not make the $1,000, are we able to have another year of membership instead of the money back? Yes, you are, Ruben. Actually, I have no problem giving you a free year if you don't make the membership fee back. If you would rather that, I have no problem doing that, Ruben. So if you join True Trading Group, right? And let's say you don't make back your membership fee, not even once the whole year, and you're instead of the double your money back guarantee, you want a free year, I have no problem doing that for you. I have no problem doing that. Guys, I stand behind this platform. I stand behind the education that we provide. I stand behind the mentorship that our moderators provide. And I see the results that our members have. You see the results that our members have. You saw me before when I asked how many people were making money. You saw how many people were typing the $ in chat. These are members of True Trading Group that are just like you. They got the same excuses. You know, they got full-time jobs, small accounts, no experience, lost money before, scammed by some other group. And yet they're all telling you that they're actually becoming better traders and they're making money this year. I see the results that members have. We're 5-star rated on Trustpilot with almost 1,800 reviews. Literally over 1,770 reviews. So nearly 1,800. 5-star rated. And we've only had to refund 2.6% of our users. So that double your money back guarantee, that's why I don't think you're going to need it. We've only had to give it to 2.6% of our people since 2016. And 78% of our members renew their membership. So based on those numbers and what members tell us and the reviews they leave, I can very confidently sit up here and tell you this has worked for thousands of people. And if you're willing to put forth a little effort, I think it can work for you as well. And guys, for the giveaway, that giveaway that we just did, only 2 people claimed the reward. Only 2 people claimed that reward. Oh, only 2 people claimed the money out of those 6 winners. So that means tomorrow we've got 4 more. That means tomorrow we're doing 4 more. So only 2 people claimed the $500, guys. So members of True Trading Group, tomorrow we will be doing 4 more giveaways. Well, 1 giveaway, 4 people, $500 each. So we're giving away $2,000 tomorrow on the live stream. So that's for our members. Yep. So we're doing another giveaway. Only 2 people claimed it. Only 2 people did it in time. Ugh. A free $500 just gone. They let it just slip right through their fingers. Oh, it's too bad. But I digress. Let's get back to how we're going to make some money this week, guys. So, this is going to be a really big earnings week. You've got Microsoft, Alphabet, Meta, Apple, Amazon. Those are just the big tech names. Aside from the big tech names, guys, you want to hear some other companies that are reporting earnings this week? UPS, GM, Coke, GE, Valero, 3M, JetBlue, Visa, Chipotle, Spotify, Texas Instruments, Boeing, Bristol Myers, Hilton, Hess, Ford, Teladoc, Exxon, Chevron, AbbVie. There's just a couple of companies that are reporting earnings this week. It's the biggest chunk of earnings that you're going to get. The market has done a fantastic job of absorbing higher yields. All right. A fantastic job of absorbing higher yields. This is where my trade came from on Friday. If you guys have been watching my live streams for a while, you'll know that Wednesday and Thursday on our live streams, I had said something very specific about yields. Yields are the interest rate that the treasuries and bonds pay. As yields go up, that puts pressure on stocks. And yields have been going up drastically for the entire month of September, and that's been putting drastic pressure on stocks, pushing stocks to the downside, as well as a hawkish Fed, as well as hotter than expected inflation numbers and better than expected jobs numbers. All of those things have pushed the markets lower. Over the last couple of days, last week, you saw a massive spike in yields, where the 10-year treasury went from 3.85 to 3.9, went all the way up to 4.3. That's a huge move for the 10-year treasury. You saw the 2-year treasury went from 4 all the way up to 4.6. That's a huge, ridiculously large move for the 2-year treasury, the 2-year yield. Usually a move of that size would push the markets to the downside. And Wednesday and Thursday, we held key support levels Wednesday and Thursday. I'll take you guys, if you go to my daily chart, we'll go to a 15-minute chart, and I'll just show you kind of the levels that I've been looking at here. And if you've been following my live streams for a while, you know that we had a support level drawn here around 364. All right. So where do we get this 364 support level from? Well, very simple. The day you had the big gap up day on the 17th, that was your gap entry point. You tested that level on that day and kind of put it in double bottom right there at that 364. And then on Friday, you bottomed out here, and that was your low of the day at 364, right? So this support level of 364 is the level that I've been watching. Now, over the last 2 days, Wednesday and Thursday, yields were pushing higher to the upside significantly. And the markets, you can see we were trending to the downside, but we stayed above a major level of support. Then on Friday, we had a huge spike in yields, and the market still held above 364. I sent out a tweet actually early Friday morning when I noticed this. If you guys do not follow me on Twitter, I recommend you guys all go ahead and give me a follow. My Twitter handle is at MikeEdward_TTG. Again, it is at MikeEdward_TTG. Follow me on Twitter. I always post trade ideas, market analysis, commentary on my Twitter. I tweeted out Friday morning that I said, I cannot ignore how well the SPY is holding in the face of this massive spike in yields. I said, I believe that this is an exhaustion move in yields. And if yields cool off from here, that should give a boost to equities going into the biggest earnings week of the year. That was a tweet that I sent out Friday morning. Probably about 15 minutes later, I bought myself call options. The November 4th expiration, $370 strike call option at $7.30. That option went all the way to $11.37, and we were taking profits off right before the close for 56% gain. I'm still holding a piece of that position because I believe that the move that we saw in yields on Thursday and Friday was an exhaustion move in yields. I was actually on Trader TV Live. If you guys know Trader TV Live, I was part of their show. They interviewed me on Thursday, and I was talking to Brandon on the show about, he asked me a question about yields. And I said specifically on that interview that what I've noticed is actually the long end of the yield curve, which is going to be your 10-year, your 20-year, your 30-year treasuries. Those yields were trading lock in step, 4.2 on the 10-year, 4.2 on the 30-year. Meanwhile, the 2 and the 5-year were moving. When you see that type of stuff, okay, that's typically a sign that the move that you're experiencing in yields is an exhaustion move. Okay. Usually that is a sign that it's an exhaustion move. So I said that on the live stream on Thursday when I was with Trader TV Live. And then we talked about it on the True Trading Group live stream later that day. Then Friday morning, you got the huge spike in yields and the SPY did not move lower. That was the sign to get into the SPY calls, right? That was the sign to get into SPY calls. And that's exactly what we did. And we were able to capitalize on that. We were able to rip this trade to shreds on Friday. Now, the bulk of my position is off the table. Okay. I am still holding a piece of this position. Since we've started this live stream, the futures have come all the way back down. We were up 1%. Now we're only up about 0.3%. Okay. So futures are starting to pull themselves back as they've been doing this live stream. Futures have basically just been trending to the downside. Okay. So you're starting to move back down to around 0.3% on the futures. We're still green, right? But not 1% anymore. Now you're green about 0.3%. What I think you're going to have happen tomorrow, and I'll draw this out very plainly and cleanly for you, is I think that tomorrow you're going to get a situation where we are going to move slightly higher and put in a candle that looks something like this. Okay, this is the type of candle that I expect us to kind of see tomorrow, because I think you're going to get a little bit of a cool off on yields. And as yields pull back and they cool off and they stop moving higher, I think that allows stocks to breathe. And I think the buying pressure that you saw come in on Friday as yields kind of pulled back and you got this little boost in stocks, I think you get a little bit more of that tomorrow, which is why I'm still in a small piece of the call options that we got in on Friday. And then you also don't have a lot of big earnings on Monday. Tuesday is when the real fun begins. Tuesday is when you're going to get all of your juggernauts, right? Tuesday is when you're going to get Microsoft. It's when you're going to get Alphabet. You're going to get UPS, General Motors. You're going to get Coca-Cola, Chipotle, Visa, JetBlue, Texas Instruments, Spotify. All those companies report earnings on Tuesday. Literally all of them. So I am going to come into this week and I'm going to be not predictive. I'm going to be reactive. Now, this is something I've been telling people for the last probably 2 months now. Stop trying to predict what economic data is going to be. Stop trying to predict what earnings are going to be. Because these binary events like this, you have absolutely no idea what a company's earnings are going to be. Netflix exploded to the upside. Tesla tanked to the downside. You have no idea what a stock is going to do because you don't know what the company is going to say. It's not just about their earnings, it's about their guidance. And what a company is going to tell you is going to happen next quarter. That's what's more important than what happened the previous quarter. We're in a situation right now where everybody is a little bit wary of, well, what's going to happen in the future? What's going to happen in the next 3 to 6 months? Are we going to have a recession? Are you going to be laying off workers? What about inflation? How's that affecting your margins? Do you expect a slowdown? Like, that's what everybody wants to know going forward. So the concern here for companies is their guidance going forward. It's not necessarily their earnings that are now behind us. Stocks will move based on guidance more so than they will move based on earnings. Okay, make sure you are well aware. Do not get caught in a situation where you say, oh, but wait, the company beat on revenue. They were expected to make $2 billion. They made $2.4 billion. Isn't that good? And meanwhile, the stock drops 10%. And you're like, what's happening? Why is the stock going to the downside? Well, maybe because the company said next quarter, we were expected to make 2.2, but we think we're only going to make 1.7. So watch for the guidance. The guidance is what's going to be more important for companies this week as you get into earnings. So I think you can trade to the upside a little bit tomorrow. I think I can get rid of the last piece of these call options. I'm not going to hold these call options. Most likely, I'm not going to hold them past tomorrow because I don't know what's going to happen with earnings. If the earnings are not as bad as people initially expect them to be, then this market can break past 380. 380 is the resistance level that I have on my screen. I want you to draw a line across this level. Now, if you were following my live streams last week, I told you draw a line across 364. That was the support level that I was watching, and we held 364 beautifully. Perfect. Great. Now, what about resistance levels to the upside? I'm telling you guys this now. Follow me on my chart. Draw a line right across 380. Okay? This level right here, this is your resistance. It's resistance not only because of these 3 consecutive days back there in October, but go back even further, and it was support prior to when you had your Fed meeting. This was the Fed meeting. This day right here was the Fed meeting. This was your CPI number, and this was Jackson Hole. Okay, so Jackson Hole, CPI, Fed. All right, that's what you guys had there. So it used to be support. Then the Fed meeting broke it to the downside. You rallied back in October and you found resistance. Now yields have cooled off a little bit. If yields continue to pull back, I think stocks can continue to the upside. The only thing that can keep this market and make this market go back to the downside is going to be if earnings from Microsoft, Alphabet, Apple, Amazon, okay, if these companies give you horrific earnings, then you can see the markets move back down to the downside. Where I'm going to be paying attention to mostly from these companies is actually going to be the currency issue with the US dollar. The US dollar, as you guys know, has been exploding to the upside. And if we're going to be looking at a point where these multinational companies, a strong dollar hurts these multinational companies because they do business in a lot of other countries. When they collect their revenue in the local currency, and then it gets converted back to the US dollar when it comes back here into the US, that hurts them. They actually would prefer a weaker dollar. So companies like Microsoft, major multinational firm. So what is a stronger dollar going to do to them? How much is that going to impact their earnings? How many billions of dollars are they going to lose on converting local currencies into the US dollar? That's what I'm really want to pay attention to. That's what I want to listen to. If that's the only reason why earnings are bad from these companies, then I think it would be okay, because I think a lot of people see the dollar strength as being something that's temporary and something that's not going to maybe last well into next year. But if that's the only thing that is the negative, then I think the markets can move to the upside. You really have to be looking at guidance. And if you have a situation where you want to, I'll tell you what can really make the markets maybe start to pull back in again, is if somebody suspends their guidance. Like if Apple says, you know what, we're actually not going to give you guidance for next quarter, for next year yet, because we don't know. That's what happened with Snap. So Snap, when they reported earnings, their earnings actually weren't that bad. Their earnings weren't that bad. What was bad was they said, we're not going to give you guidance because we don't know. There's too many headwinds. There's too much confusion. there's not enough clarity on what's going to happen, so we're not going to give any guidance. That scared the hell out of investors, and the stock gap down 29%. 29% gap down for Snap. This stock has been absolutely gutted. This was an $80 stock last year. It's at $7. They did not give you any guidance. If you have one of these major companies like an Apple that says, hey, you know what, we're not going to give you guidance, that's going to be a problem. You also have a situation here with Apple. We have a major resistance level here around 150 for Apple. Okay. You really want to see, can Apple gap above this resistance level after they give you earnings on Thursday? Apple's going to come up with earnings on Thursday. But you see this level here, previous support, right? You broke beneath it, now acting as resistance, 100-day moving average, the purple line coming into play, 50-day moving average, blue line coming into play. So you got a lot of resistance up there in that 150 range on Apple. All right, a lot of resistance there at that 150 range on Apple. So you want to see, is the earnings for Apple, is it good enough to make that stock gap above those levels? Now, there's a lot of things going on with Apple. Apple cut back on their iPhone production, right? They scaled back their plans to increase production, and then all of a sudden they cut production. So the demand for the new iPhone 14 is not what Apple expected it to be. So is that going to show now in their guidance going forward? And maybe you have a situation where Apple gives you some disappointing guidance, and that would put a damper on the mood. But that's not until Thursday. So you have all these companies that come out before that, and that's what you really need to see. Is the market able to break through 380? Because if you're able to break through 380, this is what you may have happen. If you have a couple of the earnings that come out here first, and the earnings that come out are going to be from, like I said, I'll give you guys the schedule again here. Microsoft and Alphabet on Tuesday. Then Wednesday is going to be Meta. And then Thursday is going to be Amazon, Apple. You also have Pinterest. You also have Credit Suisse, which everybody was talking about, Credit Suisse. You got McDonald's, Caterpillar, Shopify, Merck, MasterCard, Intel. That's all coming out on Thursday. So you may have a situation here where, let's say tomorrow you get a day that looks like this, slight move to the upside, a little bit of a consolidation as people wait for earnings. Then maybe, let's say Tuesday, Microsoft and Alphabet actually give you better than expected numbers. If they give you better, I'm not telling you that they are. I have no idea what those numbers are going to be. But if those numbers are better than expected, then this market gets through 380, and then it has room right into this region. And this is going to put you into your mid to high 380s, and it's going to put you right into this next level of resistance. These are the lines I want you to draw on your screen. These are the two major resistance levels that I am watching on the SPY. Okay, the first level, oops, I just deleted it. The first level is 380, 381, right? That's the first level that I just showed you previously. The next level that I'm showing you now is this 389, 388. That's your next level. Okay, now why is this important? Because you guys can see here previously to the left, massive support level there at the end of August, beginning of September. And then it was also the gap fill from when you had this gap down day after CPI. And then you'll notice that that level became resistance and then became resistance on Fed day, and the market sold off. Not to mention, once you get to that level, you also have not just the 50-day moving average, but the 100-day moving average to contend with. And that, my friends, is going to be a major level of resistance. What you may have happen is, let's say, Microsoft, Alphabet, maybe Chipotle, Spotify, Texas Instruments, maybe earnings not as bad as people expected. That may push the markets to the upside, right? Well, maybe Monday, you get a smaller day on Monday. And then maybe Tuesday, you get another move to the upside after earnings are not as bad as everybody thought. Then Wednesday, maybe you take a little bit of a digestion day, a little bit of a breather day. And then you have Apple and Amazon on Thursday. And if Apple disappoints, then you would look for that resistance level to hold, and you look to get put options at that level. And then you look for the markets to give you a pullback off of that level. So what I'm looking for is upside tomorrow, and then possibly Tuesday, Wednesday, depending on earnings from Microsoft and Alphabet. And then if Thursday you get a disappointment from Apple, then you look against that 388, 389 level resistance level, and you buy put options against that level. So I'm in call options for now, got in them early Friday, took profits for 56%, still holding a piece, looking for a little more upside. And then I'm looking for resistance off of that 388, 389 level. And that's what we're going to be looking for. That's how we're going to be playing it. That's going to be the game plan. If there is something drastic that changes this thought process because of the earnings that you get on Tuesday, let's say Microsoft or Alphabet, if they completely bomb on earnings and they're worse than people expected, then that analysis changes, obviously, and we expect that weakness and that put option play to come into play a little bit sooner than we initially expected. So rather than trying to predict what those earnings are going to be, we're going to react to them. We have clear game plans against those levels, and depending on what companies are going to give you what type of earnings. Futures markets now bouncing back a little bit, up just under 0.5 percentage point. So we have bounced back just a little bit, still holding nice and green, not a huge gap up, but little green. We still have 11.5 hours to go until the market's open. So a lot can happen between now and then. Obviously, European markets, Asian markets, we got to see what happens with those markets over the next 11.5 hours while we are sleeping. And then we'll wake up tomorrow. I'll be right inside chat early in the morning, going over where the futures are. And then we'll talk about the game plan for tomorrow. Okay. Everybody get it? Got it? Excellent. Excellent, excellent, excellent. All right, guys. So there you have it. So there's kind of my breakdown there on the overall markets. You kind of have an idea of what I'm thinking about now. You have an idea of what I'm thinking about now. The other thing that I want to just point out to you, I just want to show you the setup. You've got an inverse head and shoulders that is formed on the SPY. There's your left shoulder. There's your head, right? Here's your head. And here's your right shoulder. Here's your neckline at 380. So I'm telling you guys this now, this is the biggest week of earnings. If all of these companies, let's say 80% of these companies come out with earnings this week, if they are not as bad as people think, then you could have a situation where you could get, some more movement here to the upside if you get a surprise. I think it's going to be a mixed bag. I think some will be good, some will be bad. I don't think it's just going to be, they're all just going to be way better than people think. I also don't think they're all going to be worse than people think. I think it's going to be somewhere in the middle. And that's why I think you can have a little bit more upside, but then I'm going to look for resistance off 388, 389. Okay. And then after that, November 2nd, Fed meeting. And then we'll talk about that one thing at a time, right? One thing at a time. But that'll be another major catalyst that we can be looking for. Okay. Cool. Excellent, guys. Okay, folks, that wraps up the educational part of the live stream. Thanks for joining me here this evening. I hope you guys found this useful. Hope you found it helpful. What I will do here now is ask anyone that is not interested in a membership, you may sign off the live stream. I'm done with the educational stuff. Make sure you subscribe to the channel first, smash that like button, turn on your notifications. Those of you that are interested, I'll show you the actual platform now. I'll spend a couple minutes. I'll actually show you what you get access to once you become a member of True Trading Group, because remember, TTG is the Netflix of trading communities. Okay. The price is normally $2,212, but tonight until midnight, you got a couple hours left. It's your last night to get 49% off. That brings the price all the way down to $11.27. You just have to go to ttgoffer.com. You enter the coupon code TTG121. You click apply code. The price will flash green. It'll drop to $11.27. And if you see a laptop inside of the checkout cart, when you go to that page, that is how you will know that you are one of the next 11 people. All right. So there's the next 11 people that do join. You will be getting a brand new free laptop. So if you see a laptop in your checkout cart, that is how you know you are getting one. All right. That's how you guys know that you are getting one. All right. You don't have to enter your address. You'll get a welcome email with instructions how to claim that laptop once you guys do subscribe. Okay. If you have any questions, you can send a text to 786-505-4049. Let me show you the platform. Of course, you're going to get access to our chat room where the mods and I share our screen. We're live on the mic, calling out trades in real time. We're with you from 7:30 a.m. Eastern all the way through until the market closes, giving you guys our market commentary and analysis. We have a sport cumulative win rate of just around 80% now, going on the last 2 years. And you also can use our mobile app. Our mobile app will let you guys see the screen share, listen to the audio analysis, and get real-time push notifications whenever our mods enter and exit trades. Even if you're not in front of your computer, you can do it all from your mobile phone. You'll also get 2 small private study group sessions, your chance to talk to one of our pro traders, ask questions, really speed up your learning curve, and get you started on the right path. Benzinga Pro's real-time newsfeed, live breaking up to the second news alerts directly inside of our chat. That alone will cost you over $1,000 if you go to Benzinga directly. It's included with your 1127 membership when you join TTG. You get Trading View's premium charting software. That's about $600 a year. That's included with your 1127 membership when you join TTG. The Trade Ideas scanner to make sure you're always focused on the hottest stocks during the day. That's a few $100 a year. It streams live on our platform, included with that 1127 price point. You don't have to pay anything extra for it. The ETNA simulator lets you trade stocks and options with fake money, so you can practice what you're learning in the courses. This will cost you just under $1,000 if you go to ETNA directly. It is included in your 1127 membership. You get our own proprietary scanner, which has the same functionality as FinViz Elite and lets you create custom scans. You get dark pool data, options flow, unusual options activity. All of this is included for 1127. A full trading journal that will track your trading and break it down in statistics and numbers so you can see what you're doing wrong. A social sentiment scanner that will go through Reddit, stock tweets, and Twitter, tell you what ticker symbols are being mentioned most on those platforms so you can stay ahead of the crowd. Analyst ratings on any stock you're interested in. So you'll see how many analysts have a buy, sell, or hold rating. If there's insider buying, if there's insider selling, what the short data is, it's all included on that 1127 price point. Every day, the mods and I publish a watch list, what stocks we're watching and how we plan on trading them, what the game plan is. You get that. And of course, the courses. The courses, again, simplified version of what I learned working at the fund in New York. The moderators and I have also expanded upon that educational curriculum. And you get access to every single course. There are no upsells for courses. There's no additional pro VIP courses that cost more money after you join. You get access to every single course with that 1127 price point. Beginner courses, advanced courses, options, swing trading, trader psychology, crypto, futures, you name it, we've got it. It's all included on the platform with that 1127 price point. And then on top of the courses, there's a video library that's got over 300 hours of educational workshops and webinars that we've conducted live, covering a variety of different topics. And you guys can attend all these workshops live once you become a full-time member of the TTG family. It's time you guys invested in something real, folks. Something that can actually help you reach your goals. I can't guarantee you're going to be successful just because you joined True Trading Group, but I can guarantee you if you join, go through our courses, pass our quizzes, attend the study group, and do not make 1127 back at least once during your membership, I'll give you $2,254 in return. That is what I can guarantee you. But the choice is yours. Just go to ttgoffer.com, enter the code TTG121, click apply code. You see a laptop, you're getting one. You guys have any questions, send a text to 786-505-4049. And lastly, but not least, we have a 7-day trial. It's only $3. We charge $3 to make sure that you are, in fact, a real person. There's no there's no automatic upgrade. There's no automatic renewal. There's no recurring payment. It's a one-time payment of just $3. It gets you 7 trading days. Weekends don't count. Holidays don't count. It gets you 7 trading days to the TTG platform. You just have to go to ttg3.com. That's ttgthree.com, ttg3.com spelled out. If you guys want to join our 7-day trial and see if TTG is right for you. Thanks for joining me tonight, folks. Love you guys. Hope you guys enjoyed this. Hope this makes you feel more prepared for what is going to be the most important week of the entire year. I'll see you guys all in chat tomorrow. Subscribe to the channel, smash that like button, turn on your notifications. I'll see you guys in chat tomorrow. Have a great night, guys. Later.